Sometimes when I'm sad or I'm worried and a lot on my mind, all I need to do is get clay and start drawing. I'm okay. It helps me relax. I was given birth to in Ilaro, Ogun State. Then I did my primary school, my secondary school in Ilaro, but I went out to Lagos for my tertiary institution. I did my ND in Yabatech. I studied fine and applied art. Then proceeded to University of Nigeria, Nsukka, where I also studied fine and applied art, but majored in ceramics. What I can really say about the reason why I started doing pottery is that it's the best way I can express myself. You know, in fine and applied art, when we were in school, they taught us different aspects of it, but ceramics was the one that I felt connected to. I see pottery, I see ceramics as a safe place for me where I can express myself. I'm good at expressing myself in ceramics more than every other medium. That's why I chose pottery. Pottery is around us and we use it, we see it, we touch it, we feel it like every day of our life, but subconsciously we don't know that these things are around us. So it is when you now understand that, okay, your WC is made from ceramics, it's linked to pottery, then you know that, so I'm having a relationship with this thing. The place you use in the house is pottery, so you're having a relationship with it. And for the fact that we use soil, clay, to work with it, so it's a connection to human being. It's an earthen way that connects to us. Then it is used for storage, it is used for cooking, it is used for drinking, and people just feel like, or let me say, people nowadays are turning back to the olden days of using all these our pieces to cook and heat like that. I was still in school, I was in my 400 level. I met one rich man in Lekki like that. He said he wanted to make flower pots, big ones. Then I collected the contract. I did this in school. I faced a lot of challenges when I was doing it too, but at the end of the day, I finished it. I was so happy and I was like, so I can actually produce something that people can buy and pay. Apart from all the ones that we are doing in school, that is an assignment and things like that, but that one gave me joy that I can produce and people can actually drop their money to get something like that from me. Challenges I experienced in my craft is plenty. I'll first say availability of clay, because where I am, there is no clay there. So I have to travel to go and get clay. I go to neighboring states, neighboring villages, towns. I'll go there for weeks and go and check that, oh, this town, do they have clay? The type of clay they have, is it good? Is it something I can work with? Another thing is Well, availability of people that work with me. I'm the only one that works in my studio. That's one of the challenges I face presently, but I feel I'm still going to get over that. I don't have people that work with me. I only have people that come and train. They train and they leave. And these are our works when we produce them, when they are drying. Because we don't dry them in the sun. We keep them inside the house to dry. So there's a lot of things that happens. You can go to your work after a week or 2 weeks and you see that it has cracked. Then you have to start all over again. Then even if they survive the stage of drying, when you put it in the fire, because they did not crack when they are drying, does not say that they cannot crack when they are in fire. So that's also a big challenge. Presently in my studio, I only use kick wheel. I don't have electric wheel yet. Assuming I have electric wheel, it will be faster. It will be less stressful. So I think availability of machine is also one of my challenges that I face. So my studio is a fraction of my compound. So it's not as if I have a big workspace where there are machines, there are a lot of things. No, it's just a fraction of where I stay. So that's where I work. My kiln, I didn't buy my kiln. I built them myself from scratch. I made the bricks myself. I made the arrangement myself. The only thing I know I bought is the gas cylinder and the burner because I cannot make that. So I made my kiln myself. Then before I made my kiln, I used to travel to Lagos. I'll produce works here. Maybe I'll have like 20 or 30 works, but because I don't have kiln, I had to travel to Lagos. I'll get somebody to transport my pieces to Lagos. You learn how to be patient too, because the way these pots and everything, the way they react, the processes and everything, we cannot rush it. If you are somebody that is emotionally weak, you cannot do pottery. I see it like that. It's something that can easily break you, because I used to tell people, I used to tell my students too, that all these things that we are dealing with, we deal with clay, but there is spirit there. We don't see it, but there is spirit in this clay that we work with. If you don't have a clean heart, your work is not going to come out from fire, because it's just like when they say when you die, God will put the works you've done on earth in the fire, and when it comes out perfectly, then you can go to heaven. That's what I see pottery as. Well, my short-term goal for my work is to help a lot of people. There are health benefits in these pieces that we produce. Like pottery now is wide, ceramics is wide. But when we look at the drinking, the cooking part of it, the storing part of it, and you look at the benefit it gives people. All those sicknesses that you have to go to hospital and spend a lot on it, when you use these earthenwares, it gradually cures people. I wish and I hope to be known internationally also. Nationally and internationally, I would want to exhibit internationally. I want to meet people outside the country that practice what I do, to connect with people. That's one of my short-term goals.